Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing, show you how to set up for the first time and the first look on this brand new Roomba 105. This is the 105 that has the mopping attachment. Earlier I did one that they sell one without the mopping attachment, which I think is a little bit better robot. This is just a robot vacuum that they threw a mop pad on. It doesn't do the best job, but it does an okay job with vacuuming. So let's unbox it, connect it to our smartphone, map our house, go through all the settings, and then we'll do a slight cleaning on it. I did buy this with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. I will put links in my show description notes on robots that I approve of. You know, for this price, this is about a $400 robot. That robot over there, the Mova S10 Plus is a much better robot for $250. So I'll put a link to that in the show description notes. Again, I buy these robots with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, so I can say what I want. But if you've got the Roomba 105 and you want to know how to set it up and see how it's going to clean your house and all that, this is the video for you. This is the 105 that has the mopping pad attachment. This is going to be the unboxing video. So here's everything that comes in the box. We get the robot. I'm glad to see that it has LiDAR navigation. That does a really good job of mapping your house. We're going to install this side brush. We get an extra mop pad, and here is the mop pad attachment that we're going to have to attach ourselves. Here's the docking station. Now this robot will vacuum your house, come back to the base station. Everything gets sucked out into this dust bag. Once in a while you will have to replace this dust bag. It's super easy. Just pull up on that and put a new one in there. There's a little tool up here that you can use to cut long hairs off of the brush roller and to help clean the filter. Around back, the cord is 2-prong and it is 6 feet long. There is a little bit of cord wrap you can do. There is no power switch, so as soon as you plug it in, the base station will have power. The docking station is about 11.5 inches tall, 9 inches wide, and front to back is about 7 inches. Now on the bottom we see if we get a blockage in this area, we can take some screws out and get it unstuck. Okay, so let's go switch over to the Roomba. The Roomba is about 13.25 inches wide. And to the top of the LiDAR is 4 1/8, or about, 103 centimeters, or 10.3 centimeters. So there is a sensor on the front. This is really not for obstacles. It's to help it find the docking station. This thing does struggle with obstacles that are low to the ground, but it does have the bumper on it. If it bumps into something, it'll turn around, but it does have LiDAR navigation. So with LiDAR navigation, after it maps your house, it will clean in straight lines, and you can put no-go zones and separate the rooms. So that's really, really nice. This is not going to be a robot that bounces off the walls. Once it has LiDAR navigation, it does a really good job of navigating. I like up here, there's 2 physical buttons. There's a home button and a power button. The power button, you can start the cleaning, pause it, or turn it off. And the home button is to tell it to go home if it's bothering you. Around back, this is where it's going to charge. Here's where it auto empties the dustbin. Let's open the dustbin up. This is also where you're going to put the water for the mop pad, but when it vacuums, everything's going to go into this dustbin. There is a filter here. You are going to have to clean this filter once in a while. And there's directions right here. And again, it auto empties right there. Now this is where you're going to put the water and the Roomba solution right here. And then it does have a water pump inside here, right here, and it's going to spray water out the bottom when the mop pad's installed. There's a little electrical connection here that matches up with that right there. This is where the brush roller is. And again, when it vacuums, everything goes right in here. Let's install the mop pad. So here is the mop pad holder. You have to physically put it on when you want to mop. And you have to take these off and put these in your laundry. You do get 2 of them, but they're super easy to put on. They're just held on with Velcro. Slide that in and there. So let's get the mop pad. There's these 2 holes. And again, that's where it's going to spray the water out. That lines up with these 2 holes here. And you simply just snap it on. It's a little tricky. Okay, so the robot's not able to lift the mop pad up and down. It's just, the robot is simply going to drag the robot on the floor. It's not able to scrub. It's just basically by moving it on the floor. All right, let's install this. Now let's flip it over. This does have a carpet sensor. So in the app, you are able to see where the carpet is. We do need to install the side brush. It's simple. It's just a square line it up, snap it on. It does spin this. It doesn't move it left or right. We have the drive wheels. These sensors here, these are the fall-off sensors, so it doesn't fall down your stairs. You will have to clean those once in a while. And there's the single brush roller. Now, pinch these tabs. We can take this off. You will get some long hairs that wrap around it. There is like no comb or anything to help prevent the long hairs, but it is easy to work on. Put the tabs in, rotate it, and click it into place. Mop pad is 10.5 inches. The vacuum area is 5.5 inches. Okay, I got the docking station plugged in. There is a light there, but it's a little hard to see. Let's back the robot up. That should turn the robot on. If not, we can hit the power button.
Charging.
Okay, so there was about a minute delay. It does turn it on, so you don't have to hit the power switch, but you just got to be patient. Roomba has a new app. It's called the Roomba Home. They also have the older iRobot app. It doesn't work with it, so let's click on the Roomba app. Now this app takes a little getting used to, but let's see if we can go to like my home page. Add. Now let's go to robots. Add a new robot. It might show your old robots, but you can't control them with it. So let's add a robot. It's going to search. Hopefully that one, it just recently powered up. Hopefully it'll say it found it. Yep. We want to add the 105. Add robot. Connect it. There's my Wi-Fi I want it to connect to. If I needed to change the Wi-Fi, click change and find your Wi-Fi. It only works with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Hit continue. Now you're going to enter your Wi-Fi password. Hit done, and now it's searching for the robot. Okay, so we got to go press the power button. That thing's really loud. And there's the power button right there. Press it once. And it should say, all right, that's kind of an indication that it's connecting. We're waiting for 3 check marks. This has been all automatic so far. All right. Looks like you get, with each check mark, you get a different tone. And there's usually an update. You can't use the robot until you do the update, but we'll see. Okay, give it a name. I'm going to call this give it a name, whatever you want. So I gave it a name, hit next, wake up your robot. I woke it up. Yep, there's the software updates. Okay, so it could take up to 30 minutes. You got to be patient. You can't do anything with start the update. The mop will be ready to create a map of your house. You get this bar going across. Click got it, but you can't use it yet. There's the 105. It'll say that the robot software is updating. So you just got to kind of wait. You're not going to get a notification. And I have had this take longer than 60 minutes, and you have to turn the robot off, put it back into Perry mode. I think it's by holding down the 2 buttons. That resets the Wi-Fi, and you got to start that process all over again. If the update doesn't go, if it's taking longer than 60 minutes, but mine usually takes about 30 minutes, and it does have 43% charge, but you cannot do anything until this is done. That is frustrating. Okay, my Roomba 105 is not updating. It's been a while. I've been refreshing this. Maybe I shouldn't have hit got it. I don't know. They don't tell us a whole lot, but it's pretty much not doing anything. I don't know. I'm just going to start over. There's really hard to find information on like the manual. You got to go to support, but ooh. Yeah, see, we still... I keep getting this. Make sure. I don't know. I got to just reset it. I'm close to Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is really good here. So go to robots and let's walk through this again. There is a manual way you can do it, and that's within the box. That's what that QR code is for. I thought that was to get us the app and the manual, but it's for setup. So click on scan QR code. All right. All right. Now let's walk through. My robot is on. Walk through this. It's a little hard to see. I did turn it on. Anyway, you may have to hit the power button again. Yes. So I gave it my Wi-Fi password. I may have to reset this. Oh, here, it's doing it again. Press the power button. I may have entered the wrong password. I doubt it. No, because I had all the 3 lines. No, it wasn't my fault. This is just taking too long again. And just FYI, the Roborock Q10 series took about 3 minutes to set up. Nothing like this. And the Mova S10 Plus, which I highly recommend, takes about 2 or 3 minutes to set up. Yeah, I'm reviewing these brand new Roborock Q series. That's with the dock. These, the Q7, these don't have docks. But they're... Okay, so we're back over here. This is... I heard a noise. Okay, so it's going through this again. All right, I gave it a name. Yeah, see, it needs a... Oh, wait a minute. I can update later? I never saw that earlier, did I? Was that there? Okay, I may have to take a lot back. I do want to update later because it takes forever. Okay, that might have been my fault. I know I didn't see that earlier. I may have to rewind the video and see if I saw that. Okay, so we're at my home. It says the Mop 2 is ready to create its first map. You can see it there. You might see it under robots. Now it's updating on its own, I think. That's going to be super frustrating. I didn't do anything. Now it says it's robot update in progress. Leave Mop 104 on the dock until the update. Charging will be available shortly. Okay. And it did get rid of, I originally had this named 105 Mop on here. It got rid of that. I do have the 105 without the Mop, but so it got rid of that and replaced it with this one, which so it knew it was the same. There's the Roborock. That's the same price, and I can tell. It's got carpet sensing. It can lift the mop pad. This has none of that. I mean, it's already far superior. Okay, I'm just gonna have to. It went into an update automatically on its own. Maybe the previous update wasn't finished. I don't know. But I waited long enough. I think I waited about 30 minutes. Maybe no, I don't know. But it shouldn't take that long to do an update. Okay, let's see. That was about another 10 minutes. Let's see. It's working now. Let's go to my home. That is highlighted now. It was grayed out. If I go to robots, if I go to 105 Mop 2, it says it's ready to clean, but it needs to create a map first. All right, so it looks like the update was successful. I'm not going to mess with it. Let's just create map. Open the doors, turn your lights on, detach the mop pad and plate so it can easily travel over carpet. So I guess that is important. All right.
Roomba's water bin is installed. Charging.
All right, let's hit create map.
Creating map.
We'll see.
Doors and remove obstacles from the floor.
It's going to randomly go around your house. I don't know if the map shows you where carpet is or not. The Roborock does, and the Mova S10 Plus. So it does show you on the map. I do like LiDAR navigation. It's going to do a good job of mapping your house. I don't have a problem with that. And the app is, I got a lot to say about the app, but there's my row of like nobility or something. The row of ones I approve of. Highly, highly approve of. But the app is all about automation, which I think is the future. There's very limited settings, but there's a lot of automations. So I don't understand a lot of them, but I do think that is the future. Okay, so it's all done mapping our house. We got to edit the rooms. Let's hit edit room, and there's room 1. I want to split it. So you can pinch and zoom. We got to move that line. You can make it bigger or smaller. I want to move it right here. And split room. Ready to split? Yes. Now we can see that's called room 8. So let's edit rooms. That one, I want to name it. That's the corner test. Okay, you can add clean zones. These are areas that you know are going to need more cleaning, like by front doors or by dog beds. And you can name them. This will help with the automations. This is the dog bed, let's say. So when you do your automations, you could have it do the dog bed area. These are really nice. But you can always take your time, add these at a later date. Add keep out zones. These are super important. We can put in no mop zones, which will be important because this robot doesn't, it can't lift its mop pad. It does have a carpet sensor on it, so it will avoid, and you can see during the mapping, it didn't tell us where the carpet was. So let's, no, hold on. I want to add a keep out zone. Let's do a keep out zone. I know it's going to struggle over here. You can't get too close to your docking station, but there is a computer over here with a bunch of cables on the ground right about there. And you can add more of these as you find out, you know, where it's getting stuck at. Let's add a no mop zone. I know there's a bunch of carpet over here. I don't know exactly how big it is. Wish it gave me like feet. Yeah, it says place over areas that can't be mopped but can still be vacuumed. And you can also put this on hardwood floors that you don't want to get wet. And it says it gives your robot added confidence when detecting carpet. So now, under My Home, you'll see it. Here's your house. There's your no mopping zones, no go zones. You got your room. You can have it clean all rooms. It wants you to do a full home clean. Start your first cleaning routine. That way it can help identify. You can do a spot clean. You know, you're going to move that spot clean around. Then you hit start now. You can't make it bigger. It's one size. And then you can create more routines, like have it clean certain rooms. But let's go to robots. Let's go to the settings. So this is under robots. This is kind of like this, you know, there's your owner's guide. Robot health. There's not going to be anything here until you start cleaning. That's going to tell you when to do the brushes and the filters. Click the 3 little dots. This is going to go into our settings. We can locate the Roomba. Hit the locate button. About. There's where you change the name. There's its birthday. Product software. I'm on 7.3.1. And it was updated today. So that, even though the update took forever. Child lock, pet lock is disabled. Robot language. Audio is up all the way. Wi-Fi settings. Reconnect to Wi-Fi or change the Wi-Fi and reboot. So very, very limited on settings. Yeah. Let's go to My Home. Now let's show, these are a little hidden. Like there's cleaning history, there's edit map. But let's select this room. I wonder how much you can you, oh, see there, it's kind of hidden. Routine details. When I selected a room, they're calling that a routine. It's all about automations. It's a little hard to get used to. So I'm doing a room clean. Scroll up, cleaning profiles. Do I want to call that a deep one? Wish they gave us more information on that. Where to clean. Now here's oh darn, it's not programmed for iPad. All right, let me get my iPhone out. Select the room you want. I don't want to start now. I want to scroll up. Here's where I can cleaning mode. Vacuum only, mop only, that's nice. Vacuum and mop. There's the 4 levels of suction. I'm going to go to high liquid mount, suction power. Let's go high. Cleaning passes 2. And smart scrub is off. Interesting. This has smart scrub where it goes back and forth. I'll leave it off. but that's neat. So save changes. I could do start now. I could schedule this for later. I could add more rooms. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's start now. Don't forget to put away rugs and deselect carpeted rooms. Yeah, because it did tell me whenever I put that mop pad on, I didn't catch it in the video, but it did say mop pad installed. Something like that.
Cleaning is starting now.
All right, we're going to go see.
Calibrating location to continue cleaning.
Yeah, these Roombas always undock and then recalibrate themselves. Get used to that's every single time almost. Now, see, it senses that carpet, so it's going to try to go around that carpet. Because its mop pad's installed and the mop pad, it can't raise it, so it's going to try to go around it there. And in the future, I would want to kind of identify this in the app where that is. But there, it got around it. Okay, so it's not able to identify small cables. Okay, let's see how the Roomba 105 and the mopping attachment do in the corner cleaning test and the muddy paw prints. And we got some long hairs. Not too bad. Did a pretty good job. And it is able to go under some furniture. Now again, it's just dragging that mop pad on the floor. It's not able to lift it or push down, but it is able to keep it wet. It does have a water pump that's going to keep it wet. And now it's going to go back and forth and make the straight lines after it went around the perimeter of the room. Yeah, I can see the wetness. So it's not able to avoid toys. Not too bad at mopping. Did really good along the edge there. Not so good in the corner, but it doesn't have anything that can extend into the corner, so. Okay, so it's doing the second pass now. The first pass was like this. The second pass is like this. On the second pass, it doesn't do the perimeter of the room, at least not yet. Maybe it does it at the end. We're gonna try a shoe that's kind of tall. We'll see how the obstacle avoidance is with a shoe. So the bumper activated. Still gets pretty close to it though. There's the second pass on the muddy paw prints. Now we are able to see in the app exactly where it's cleaning, where it traveled. Now for everyday mopping, this might actually do an okay job. For a big mess, it might struggle a little bit. Okay, cleaning's all done. Now I have to take that mop pad off the bottom and clean it myself, put it in the laundry. But again, it's gonna go back and try to stay away from carpet. Okay, so it's back at the docking station and it's gonna auto empty the dustbin.
Emptying the dustbin.
Okay, that was actually pretty shocking. I mean, we gotta investigate now, but that was okay. Auto empty worked good. Let's check. Well, the mop pad. It did capture a lot of the dirt. I gotta take it off, and take it to the, wash it myself. But let's, there are some long hairs wrapped around that. So it doesn't claim to be able to tackle long hairs, but this was actually pretty shocking. Okay, retails with the combo $393, retails for $469. I think that's why I hated it so much at the beginning. I paid $469 for it. Now the one without the mop is $319, which I paid $450 for. And I was pretty rough on it. Again, that's so I paid $450. That was absolutely a waste. But $300, let's talk about if it's worth $300. Well, no, it's not, because I can get this Mova S10 Plus. I bought that with my own money, and it's under $300, and it does so much better. It's got a dustbin. There's the water tank. It can raise and lower. The mop pad is it can raise and lower this, and it wets it a lot, and it can wet it. It's just that this attachment doesn't. That's the only thing I don't like. But for under $300, it does a little bit better with long hairs, but not much. But its obstacle avoidance was a little bit better. They at least make an attempt. It's not perfect by no means, but that Roomba has 0 obstacle avoidance. I wish that tray came off with the mop pad like that. But this obstacle avoidance is 0. Yeah. But at least it did auto empty. Yeah, it does make me mad when the setup doesn't go super well. I do like this app. I'm not super familiar with it yet, but it is nice, and I think it's going to come up with some automations for you, automatically. Yeah, it's just got me rethinking. I just did this Q10 S5 Plus, it's $400, and it's a far superior than this one. It can raise and lower the mop pad, has sonic vibration. It did a much better job. This one, I want to like them. It comes down to price point. If this thing was $200, it would be amazing. Because you're getting a $200 robot that actually does okay with some limitations. I guess when I see the price come down on these, then I'm starting to be like, okay, I'm starting to give it a little bit more leniency. But when they were charging $500, I just can't even come close to that, because the L50, the Dream L50, this is my wall of fame. I'm gonna come up with a banner. Tell me what you think it should be in the comments. But the L50 was 150 or 200 or 500 bucks. So I think that's where my just huge, like, no, don't buy it comes into. But as the price goes down, it becomes a buy, sorta. But I'm going to continue buying these with my own money and give you my honest opinion. I just, I'll put a link in the show description notes. I'll have about 5 or 6 robots that I approve of. I'm setting up a new wall here. We're going to start testing these robots that are under 400 bucks. And because there's a whole new lineup. Roborock has a new Q10 series and a Q7 series. I've been unboxing and testing. Like I said, I just got the Q10. I'm waiting on some bigger robots coming. I don't know what the new releases are. I have to shift gears. Like, I went super hyper focused on these Roborocks, Movas, Dreams, Eufy, these ones that $500+ I'm shifting my focus to this now, and I'm going to kind of hyper focus on these, give you my best. Brought the Eufy over, that C10. That's a good little one. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I'll put those links in the show description notes. If you use those links, the products don't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. I might start memberships in the future on YouTube. I don't have a lot of familiarity with memberships. Let me know what you think of memberships, what maybe the memberships I could offer, what special benefits, maybe a live stream just for members, like a Q&A, or they get to pick what robot I buy next or something. So let me know what you think. And cost-wise, $2, maybe $3 or $4 a month, just to kind of help offset these buying these robots. And that way I don't have to go into thinking of getting these robots for free. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.